Hello there, and welcome to my book tour. I believe at this current time in the end of September 2020, I have over 2,000 books, so this will be part one of me showing off my books. So, just to give a little background on me personally, I am currently an 8th grade American history teacher. I used to teach English. In college, I was a history minor, English major. There you go. So, just wanted to show off a little bit. I believe I put a video up in 18. Some people, and when I say some, I mean like two, have made some comments, and people just who know me know I used to not be a nerd when I was younger. It changed when I was around 20. But I've definitely in the last 10 years acquired, I think, an impressive library, but you can be the judge of it. So just first off, I do want to apologize for this being maybe somewhat shaky at times. The only way I can get to every shelf is to hold it in my hand. And again, I'm doing this all by myself. Also, I do not have a specific organization. I have literally everything you could imagine in this collection as far as just genres. As I say, I don't have anything you could think of, and my shelves are not organized by any genre. I used to always just try and put them together by size. That was my criteria. One day, hopefully, I will be able to go through and put them with history and different things. But let's go ahead and take a look. So I'll start on shelf one. And this is the one side because, as I say, I can't go to the other side because it's blocked off by bookcases. So that'll be the room. There's some special editions in there as well. There's no special editions over here. So just to start from the top, just some of the books you'll see. I have classics here. I have, honestly, the one that always draws me here is, I know I sound crazy, but A Monster Calls. Kind of an emotional book. Read it in a day. Not too bad. You have some King stuff. The Road. Cormac McCarthy. 84. American Gods. Then I believe I have the Neil Gaiman Norse mythology back in that corner. Then I have some things, and you'll notice this a lot. I have a lot of history and a lot of different books as far as I'll have medical, research-based strategies. That's really something I got from work, being a teacher. I'm not really sure why I put it on my shelves because I'm probably never going to look at it. But again, stories with demons. I am very big on Osprey, which you see a little bit of Osprey right here. Some different books there. And then I also am big on, and you can see there is Library of America and Modern Classics. Shelby Foote. Pretty cool. And then again, I go to a lot of just different, you have science here with the Disappearing Spoon, the Magna Carta. I do like Dan Jones a lot. Then you go to a bunch of random fiction. Always have to have a big white version of it, though I'm not a big fan of white books. Now some of these I had from college. If they were in decent condition, I kept them on my shelves. All my college books are mainly upstairs. So the history of Russia, something I read a lot of. The Emotional Thesaurus, some of my other English writing friends want that. They're not getting it. V for Vendetta, which I believe I have a hardcover of that somewhere too. I try not to buy doubles, but you might notice a couple. Then again, there used to be a place called Deadless down in Columbia, Maryland I used to go to. I believe now it's moved to Ohio. I used to get a lot of these encyclopedia history books. I use Goodreads a lot too, so I try to look up ratings. I also got this Vonnegut there, which I am thrilled because I used to also teach Harrison Bergeron and some of his short stories, which I really like. Alright, next shelf. And again, some of these, like the classic combat handguns, definitely got those at Sam's Club. And again, most of these, some of these Amazon, I mean, if I have anything dinged up, I'm not going to take them off the shelves, but I can tell you right now, I believe that Timeline of Science is dinged up. I love DK, but DK does not hold up well. And then Second Charles, I get used books. So back in the corner, you see a classical composers. That was definitely like a $5 Second Charles, pretty good. And I did skip the top shelf, but I didn't want to stop what I was saying. I do love, you see Uncle John's Bathroom Reader. Those books are awesome. Beowulf is one of my favorites. Medieval literature I actually love, legit. Not just fantasy, medieval literature. Then back in the corner is just some books, some bargain books I got pretty cheap. Some famous last words. I know it's hard for me to see because I am blocking the light a little bit. I'm not a professional. Alright, let's skip down. Again, these are older. A lot of these are. Got The Exorcist, which I do have a limited of that. A lot of fantasy here. R.A. Salvatore, I really like him. Isaac Asimov. I do love Solomon Kane. I ended up getting 2 of those by accident. Silverstein, those are from my childhood. They're actually still in pretty good condition. I also love, if you see What Life Was Like. They're a very good series too. You'll notice some of them. Used to get those off Amazon from different places before I stopped. The Greatest Night, Thomas Asbridge. One of my favorite books as well. On Sir William Marshall. Fascinating Night. Again, you see my encyclopedias essentially. A lot of information. These I do not read from cover to cover, so when people are like, do you read all these? No, I don't read them all. Medieval World, I've definitely read a lot of parts out of that. But I have not read it from cover to cover. Sorry to disappoint. Alright. Next one. Again, some Osprey. A lot of variety here. I usually don't like movie covers like the Ben-Hur. Now this is by Carol Wallace. I did find a copy with Lou Wallace, who was the actual writer. And again, I like to... there are these collections that you can get at the bargain section of Books A Million. Murder Mayhem short stories. I mean, I like to put those in the corners. I always try to put hardcovers. A little bit of Terry Brooks, which I do have. This trilogy I just recently got a few months ago in Grim Oak Press. Again, I love DK. So my grandmother passed away in 2016. For the year before that, she bought me these Nat Geo Hubble Cosmos and the Founding Fathers. So they hold a special place in my heart just because she got it for me, because she knew I loved books. And again, I hope you can see there's just a lot of variety here. No true consistency. For some of you, you're probably wanting to pull your hair out. For me, I'm just happy to have it all. Now that Dracula, the Good and Evil, dealing with taxes, Oxford Prison, they're all Amazon. They're all damaged by my standards. You can't see it. It ticks me off. Then you also have another section of just a variety of books, different sizes. Do have a lot of writing books too, you may notice. Ooh, now we're getting a glare. My Demons book. Maybe that's trying to tell me something. Again, just a major variety here. A little bit of everything. Guides. I do love these national guides. You'll see some of those throughout as well. And then again, a lot of these are Second Charles or Books A Million. Another place I might get some of those with Ollie's. I haven't been there forever. And I guess if anybody, I know none of these are really special where anyone's going to go, please show us that. But if somebody does on the maybe this part or the next part, I can always review something. Just give me a request. More Osprey, DK, What Life Was Like Again, Bestiary. If you haven't noticed, I do love battles in history. I think George R.R. Martin was the one that said, really, history is warfare. This is another big DK shelf. Now, you'll see this American Heritage History. That's from the 70s. I think I got that at Second Charles for a steal. I mean, they're really in great condition. It's a box set. Mythology. Really love the one beside it, the Empires. National Geographic puts out some great ones too. Some of these also didn't hold up as well. I mean, if I took the dust jacket off the spine, you can clearly see that the book's too heavy. They almost, I guess, shouldn't be vertical. They're not made that great. And then the last shelf here. Ooh, Good Omens. Dune, but again, I have that in special edition as well. Now, Moorcock, you'll see here. I'm trying to get Elric. So if anybody sees this and knows the Centipede Press, Elric, I'm trying to get them not signed so I don't spend that much. So I went through a phase where I love the Barnes & Noble's illustrated classics. Maybe they're not called the illustrated classics. They're definitely awesome. Some of them are illustrated. Bone, Disease. Believe, yeah, I have 2 copies of Disease, as you can see. And again, more of the science fiction short stories, chilling ghost short stories. Those are very good. Problem is you get to a lot of points where I read a lot of short stories and they just end up overlapping when you get a lot of these different volumes. Again, a lot of fiction here. And then I go back to another shelf of just different history. Conan, which again I do love and should probably be with the Solomon Kane, which I love as well. I've not read a lot of Conan. I've read a lot of Solomon Kane. Alright, this is part 1. If anyone has any questions or anything, I guess you can leave a comment. I'm going to have to go back and I guess view this and see if I'm going to make any changes to it before I post it. So thank you. And again, part 2 should be coming out right behind it.